Nearly a decade on after 9/11, there's a vociferous group that maintains the facts behind the attacks have been hidden. At a two-day conference, saw the airing of many theories on how the Twin Towers collapsed and a possible government cover-up, as RT's Marina Portnaya reports.
Some people wear their emotions on their sleeve, and then there's Frank Agamemnon, who literally wraps himself in one fundamental belief.
Our government has lied to us about the events of 9/11, and if the truth ever came out about it, maybe the wars would stop, because it was an event that led us to war.
Agamemnon is in Pennsylvania, attending a two-day conference called Treason in America. Hundreds of people traveled from across the country, seeking answers from whistleblowers, military officials, journalists, and engineers, all of whom support a new 9/11 investigation.
Yeah, I need truth and facts. I don't believe what anybody just says. No, I don't believe mainstream media.
I've learned that there's more people just like me out here that want to know the truth about what's going on in our country.
The 9/11 Truth Movement is nothing new, but here's what is. 24 hours before the event kicks off, a civil rights firm called Southern Poverty Law Center releases a report on U.S. hate groups. On the list, the largest 9/11 truth organization, We Are Change,
like myself, that want truth now on so many levels.
FBI whistleblower Colleen Rowley went public in 2002, accusing her bosses of failing to act on information pre-9/11.
And again, I said that they're using fear for purposes of fear, hate, greed, false pride, and blind loyalty, I think, are the main 5 categories of ways to control large masses of people.
48 hours before the conference, John Bendel, an alleged 9/11 truther, opens gunfire near the Pentagon. ABC News turns its attention to truthers, interviewing supporters, including filmmakers behind the Loose Change documentaries.
What do you think about the fact that someone like John Patrick Bendel, who shares some of these beliefs, tries walking into the Pentagon loaded with ammunition and is shot by the
Well, first of all, we don't know exactly what he believed. We know that the news said that he might have been a truther, but that's it. That's all we know. I don't support violence.
And that the whole reason they were here was because of the Pentagon shooter. And, I think it's funny that, we scream from the rooftops for years about needing justice and accountability, and we never get coverage. But the second someone decides to pick up a gun and going to the Pentagon metro station, all of a sudden we're press-worthy.
I urge you to listen to some of the speakers that have come in here. And if you want to talk about some technical information, Richard Gage is going to be up there soon.
15-story section driving the rest of the building down.
Richard Gage is the founder of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth. More than 1,100 professionals who say it was not planes that caused 3 buildings to collapse at the World Trade Center.
These are 1,100 who have staked their reputations and their licenses on the line based on this evidence for explosive controlled demolition of all 3 skyscrapers.
We have straight down symmetrical collapse.
ABC News did not interview Mr. Gage.
Dozens of documentaries on the market now offering counter versions to the September 11th attacks. But the issue here is not lack of information, but rather how many Americans actually care to watch.
The American people need to do this. They need to all wake up, take another look at 9/11. Flat out, you've been lied to.
Agamemnon says the power for truth is up to the people. Marina Portnaya, RT